So I ran out of kimchi. If you don't know what kimchi is made out of Napa cabbage, daikon radishes, spring onions, carrots, and it's fermented. It's a Korean staple. They have it every meal pretty much. And I discovered it, and I love it because I'm a big fan of fermented things. They're not only good for you, I think they taste really good. So I have a head of Napa cabbage here. And normally the Koreans leave their cabbage whole, but I'm gonna make it easier for myself and chop mine up. So I have all of my cabbage nice and chopped up into bite-sized pieces. I have some kosher salt here, and this says 1/4 of a cup of salt. Dissolve it into warm water. And we're just gonna pour our salt water over our cabbage. We just wanna mix this in here really good. And then we're gonna let this set for 3 to 4 hours so it can release its juices. So it has been about 3 hours. And if you look at my cabbage here, it's released a lot of water. And I actually just dumped about 2 cups of water out of it, and I only put a cup in there with the salt. So it's released a lot of water. It's gone down a bunch because if you remember, I had a heaping bowl and now it's about maybe halfway, a little over halfway full. So the recipe that I'm using calls for 4 carrots diced up, an apple grated, some spring onion, grated ginger, about 6 cloves of grated garlic, minced garlic, grated garlic, and then a daikon radish chopped up. It says in matchsticks for the recipe, but I like it in the cubes because I like a little bit more of the texture and crunch in there. And then 2 cups of fish sauce or soy sauce. I'm using fish sauce. And then a 1/4 to a 1/3 a cup of gochujang. All right, let's grate our carrots. Once you have everything cleaned and peeled, throw it in the food chopper, and it takes seconds. And then we're gonna add everything in with our cabbage. Put all that ginger in there. Add in my daikon radish. I can get my cutting board out of the way there. A little bit of ginger left. Just put this to the side and use it in something else. I like to get all the little pieces out. Oh yeah, look at this. It's nice and shredded up. Took no time at all. I'm gonna go ahead and put my fish sauce in there. I'm gonna cut these up pretty fine. I don't like big chunks of onion in there. Gonna mix this for a few minutes by hand. So once we have this all nice and mixed up, we're gonna put it in our jars. I have some quart jars here. You're gonna leave it out on the counter for about 48 hours. You're gonna start to see it begin to ferment and bubble. I leave my lids on very loosely. That way I don't have to burp the jars or release pressure. Kimchi can be eaten by itself with rice. There are a lot of recipes now that call for kimchi. I made a kimchi pancake the other day that was really good. If I ever make any stir fry or any Asian dishes, I'll always take my kimchi and put it to the side. I make kimchi soup. Kimchi is great because it has a lot of probiotics in there because it's fermented. It's really good for your gut health. You hear a lot of people talk about gut health nowadays. It's so important. Kimchi is one of those great fermented things that is great for your gut. Now that I have it all in my jars, I'm just going to wipe my jars down. I'm just going to gently rest my lids on there so that I don't have to worry about pressure building up and it popping on me later or exploding. You can see this is really pretty. It's super healthy. I put it in my refrigerator and it lasts me a long time. The longer it sits, the more sour, tangy it gets. I personally like the sour flavor. If you don't, eat it up really quick.